Hi, hello everyone. Welcome again to a new video. So with this video, I am starting a new series that's called Jira Tips and Tricks. So as part of this very first video, and these videos are going to be short one, like under 5 minutes, under 10 minutes only, not very long videos. So today we will learn, like, for a new team, how they can start their sprint. So, as you guys can see, I have a Scrum template based space or project, we can call it. Recently Jira has changed the terminology. So now instead of project, we call it as spaces. So Scrum first is the Scrum template based space, which I have created. And we can see this is our SCRM board and the backlog is empty. We do not have anything. So only we can see is there is something called SCRM sprint one. So if we have to start a sprint, so all we have to do is we go to either we can add dates from here. So this is the sprint name, and we can also change the name. If let's say we want like this is our Q3, so we can say SCRM Q3 2026 and sprint one. So what happens is like it tells that okay, this sprint one is part of our Q3 quarter, the third quarter. And let's say we want a 2 weeks of a sprint. So either we can simply choose 2 weeks, and let's say we are starting from today. So we keep it, this is our 31st. We are starting and it is going to end on 14th. So automatically it will end on 14th. If we choose custom, it allows us to kind of like select the date. So we are starting on 31st and it is going to end. So we want like a 10 days of sprint. So starting from Friday, so it will end on 13th. Okay. And we can change the time as well. Let's say instead of 12 a.m., we want like 9 a.m. and they should complete on, uh, let's say 9 p.m. Okay, so we have simply mentioned the sprint dates. Now, we do not have anything, any backlog item, and we can see this start sprint is not enabled for us because it is telling a sprint cannot be started because it contains no work item. So there is no point of it starting a sprint when there is nothing for the team to work on. So what we can do is, since this is a very new Scrum space, what we can do, we can create some stories, and from this drop down we can always pick what we want to create, whether we want to create a task bug, but we want to create a story. So what we will do is we will keep it as a story, and let's say we say this is our user login story. Maybe there is another story which allows users to find the forgotten username, forgot password. Then we can have user profile. We can also have dev environment setup, test environment setup. So let's say these stories are in the product backlog, and these are the ones which have been selected by the team for the first sprint. So all we have to do is just drag and drop here. So these stories are now part of the sprint one. So how we can start the sprint? Now we can clearly see the start sprint is enabled. So all we have to do is just click on the start sprint, and it says like, these items do not have the estimate field. That estimate field is blank. That's perfectly fine, but it doesn't, it will not stop us to kind of like starting the sprint. So we simply start the sprint. Okay, so as soon as we start the sprint, we can see the active sprint board is enabled, like what is the to do, what is in progress, and what is done, and it can be configured. That could be the topic for the next video. But we learned like how can we, add the dates, how can we, rename our sprint as well, and we can start it. If we have to complete the sprint, all we have to do is click on the complete sign. So if I say, let's say we just mark one of the item as done, and we say simply say complete sprint. Okay, and it says, this sprint contains one completed work item and five open work items. And if we want, like the open work items can be moved to the new sprint. So, we do not have any new sprint defined after sprint one. So in our board, in our backlog, we can see we have the backlog, the product backlog, the parent backlog, and the sprint one is defined. So what we can do is Jira allows us to create the planned sprint. So we can say this is create sprint. and it is automatically taking the next dates. So from 13th August, now it is taking 14th August, we are starting. And if I try to complete this sprint, let's say, so it is now telling that, okay, we have one item completed and five open work items, and the open work items will move to the sprint two. Okay, and I mean, this is kind of a new feature for right now. I mean, I'm just kind of like unchecking it. So if I click on complete sprint, let me just refresh this one. We will see. Yeah, so it is the sprint has been completed. So we learned like how did we start it and how did we complete it. And as soon as we clicked on complete, it asked us, what do we want to do with the open items? So we said, okay, let's move the open items from sprint one to sprint two, and we already had the sprint two in place. Now let's say, we did this mistakenly. So how can we kind of like reopen our sprint one? Because okay, we just started, and maybe someone in our team he mistakenly closed the sprint, and we realize as a team that we need to reopen it. So what we can do is we can go to the reports, we can open it in a new tab, and let's just wait for it. We click on the more reports, and we click on the sprint report. And obviously, it all depends upon the permissions. Not everyone can start, complete, and reopen the sprint. But I mean, since I'm the admin for this particular space, so I can start the sprint, complete the sprint, and even reopen the sprint which is mistakenly closed. So this is the sprint one. We can see from the sprint report. I mean, the sprint has been ended by Jitender. And if I want to kind of like reopen, all we have to do is click on these three dots and say reopen sprint. Okay. So such issues which were a part of the sprint were originally, they will be moved back to the sprint since we are reopening. So if I click on the reopen, let's see what it does. So now we can see that sprint one is back. Okay, so that was kind of a very brief and very short video on the tips and tricks. Like we learned about how can we start the sprint, we can name it, we can add the dates, we can complete the sprint, and there is a catch. I mean, when we complete the sprint, we need to have the next sprint, planned sprint in place. So it will help us to automatically move the open items from the closed sprint to the new sprint. And if mistakenly we have closed our sprint, we can also go to the sprint report and reopen it. So thank you so much for watching this short video, and I hope you guys liked it. And if you are new to the channel, please do share and subscribe. Thank you.